Alrighty. Hello everybody. Here we are. Okay. Is my stuff working? There it is. Oh wow. Thanks for the follows, everybody. Better get affiliate soon, bro. That would be nice. So close, so close. Thanks for the follows, Dashi. I don't know if I pronounced that right, and Shanna. I appreciate it, and hello to both of you, and hello to Zombie. Welcome. We are going to continue on with the Council. A weird narrative adventure game period piece in the times of Napoleon and George Washington and secret societies. This game is pretty much a blast. The last thing we did, we're in this mansion of this dude who kind of runs the secret society in the late 1700s, and I and this other lady, the Duchess, I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but I'm sure we'll get it soon. We were rummaging around for things to steal, or at least I was. And then we met up with Elizabeth Adams, the daughter of U.S. President John Adams, who in real life died. She was stillborn, I guess. But in this game, through the occult, she's secretly alive, and we met up with her. She's been talking about being in extreme danger, and then she drugged us with a combination of alcohol and laudanum. We just thought it was alcohol. Let's see. Weird and Life is Strange. You're speaking my language. Oh yeah, Life is Strange is one of my favorite games. It's pretty up there. This is kind of like it, but different. It's very narrative, so it's similar in that regard. However, there's very light RPG elements, like you level up and you're able to put points into things you can do or say during dialogue. So there's specific you'll have like occult options, political options, manipulation options, stuff like that. So let's just get into it. Let's continue on.
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons. Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious
I think this is
and
our recap.
Jacques Peroux, French
in between
Revolutionary
episodes.
Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet.
I do apologize for being late. I was obliged to clear up some urgent business.
Okay, unless we just launched right into it, maybe it is the beginning of episode 2. All right, so we have 2 manuscripts to equip. At the end of each little chapter in each episode, usually like after going to bed, we're able to read, which gives us more points into something we want. Let's see, conviction. Yeah, let's get one more in manipulation. Oh, I think I'm gonna go with the encyclopedia also. Usually they just give you 1 point in something, but after compiling our 3 portions of the encyclopedia, we'll now be able to add 1 point into science, linguistics, and erudition. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that correctly. All right, let's go. All right, January 22nd, 1793, Lord Mortimer's office. Are we finally gonna meet him?
At last we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother. Unfortunately, I am now confronted with another problem, which I would rather have done without. You see, last night, Miss Adams also went missing.
Uh-oh. Hey, she drugged us. It's not our fault, sir. Let's see. All right, that... I would like to know more. That's gonna knock 3 points out. Actually, let me pop 2 on there and tell us more, Lord Mortimer.
And why is that? Can you tell me more?
I have had my people searching for her all over the island. Alas, to no avail. It so happens that both her mental and her physical health are extremely fragile. I'm worried that the same thing happened to her as to your mother. Also, I would appreciate it very much if you could tell me what you were doing on the floor in her room in the early hours
It's quite
of the
normal.
morning.
I can explain everything.
Oh,
It's
well,
quite
I'm glad to
normal
hear it. You
that
see,
I've
Sir
been
Gregory
discovered in the
is
room
about to
passed
arrive,
out
and he's taken
of a
Elizabeth's
missing woman.
disappearance very, very seriously. Please reassure him so that we can talk about your mother.
All right, let's see if we can reassure him.
William, I would like to see you a moment before we begin. In private.
Let's step outside a moment. Louis, this will only take a few moments.
A few moments. Just enough time. Yes, to search the study or wait. Well, it's a video game.
Let's take this chance to look around.
Yeah. Let's see if this guy has anything tasty to steal. Oh, yes. What is this? Enclosed are the witness statements of guests Bonaparte and Hillsborough. Statement of Napoleon Bonaparte. When asked, "What were you doing yesterday evening?" Monsieur Bonaparte replied, "After talking with Lord Mortimer, I spent the evening playing cards with Sir Gregory, Mr. Washington, and His Eminence Piaggi." Sir Gregory won. When asked, "Did you notice anything strange throughout the evening?" Monsieur Bonaparte replied, "At daybreak, I thought I saw someone on the balcony, but couldn't see who it was." Statement of Duchess Hillsborough. When asked, "What were you doing yesterday evening?" the Duchess replied, "I spent the evening in Monsieur de Richet's company. We admired the works exhibited in the Manor Gallery. While going to bed, we ran into Miss Adams. As I was tired, I left Monsieur de Richet," oh god, these names are gonna kill me, "and Miss Adams, there's a name I can handle, in conversation and went to bed." When asked, "Did you notice anything strange throughout the evening?" the Duchess replied, "No, not that I remember." Uh-oh. We weren't doing anything sneaky or suspicious. Don't worry.
Please, sit back down, Louis.
This sort of behavior is not working in your favor, young man.
Gregory, Louis told me we needn't be concerned.
Of course. Monsieur de Richet, The situation seems to escape your grasp, so I won't beat about the bush.
Hey,
Did you
thanks for the
kill
follow,
Elizabeth
Clockwork.
Adams?
I appreciate it. Did we kill Elizabeth Adams? Elizabeth is dead?
What? Elizabeth is dead?
No. Now let us remain calm. We do not yet know, Gregory, precisely what has happened to our poor Elizabeth.
I beg your pardon? So what are you accusing me of then?
We must remain calm, Gregory. We have found no evidence that would suggest that Elizabeth has been murdered. For the time being, she has only disappeared. Let's stick to the facts, if you please.
Well, where is she then?
How would I know? How would I know is locked to us? Maybe she's at her sister's?
I'm not absolutely sure, but I'd wager she's gone to visit her sister.
I beg your pardon?
Good Lord! You mean Abigail?
Sure, why not?
Yes, they've been keeping in touch by mail. Elizabeth always dreamt of meeting her. I wouldn't be surprised if she went to see her.
Damnation, William. This is a fiasco. Sir, you don't seem to realize just how serious this is.
Let's try and remain calm,
Maybe if someone
Gregory.
would explain how serious it was.
In any case, it would be far better if Elizabeth really has left the island, as Louis says. Why do you think she wanted to leave?
Let's see. Okay, we did advise her to. I don't know if we should say that though. To escape my mother seems she did confide that our mother tortured her.
She was terrorized by my mother's presence here. Just the thought of coming face to face with her was unbearable.
Did she tell you why?
Yes, she brought the subject up.
I'm sorry, Louis. It couldn't have been easy to hear.
For your sake, I sincerely hope that she got there safely. Monsieur de Richet, I apologize if my words seemed a little abrupt. I dare not think what would happen if Elizabeth came across your mother on the island. Your generosity may well cost you dearly.
I understand, my lord. I certainly regret it.
You don't need us for any of this. So come along, Monsieur Peru. We are leaving.
All right.
Right.
We got through that
It's time we
confrontation.
spoke about your mother, Louis.
Okay, let's see here. They're pretty creepy, especially the dude in the wig. I'd hate to meet him in a dark alley. Yeah, exactly. There's a guard in the background. There's other guards too who have like the Jason masks or Michael Myers masks or whatever. That dude with the wig might want to wear one of those. He is kind of creepy. A lot of people on this island that we're on are pretty creepy, but I guess that's what happens when you're in some secret society here. Secret societies must be filled with creeps. All right, it's time we spoke about your mother. Let's see, she isn't missing, she's in hiding. She does it often. I'm not sure which one would be the best. Like, we did find some evidence at the beginning that she might be in hiding. She's clearly somewhere on the island. She does it often. Let's go with that one.
When I first came here, I wasn't that worried. In the past, my mother has taken a few liberties during her missions, including disappearing for several days on end.
Oh,
that
thanks,
doesn't make
Shanna.
me feel any better,
I
Louis.
appreciate you.
What was the
hopping in
official
for a bit
reason
and,
why
giving
my
me a
mother
follow.
came to your
Thanks,
island?
thanks.
I knew about your mother's
Have a good
activities
night.
and yours in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me.
Okay. Let's see. Why help a lieutenant?
Isn't Bonaparte a bit young to deserve so much attention?
Well, you come straight to the point. I like that. Indeed, if you knew just how much you remind me of him. Trust me, I'll wager that Monsieur Napoleon will soon prove himself. I'm working on it, at least. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed, if by chance your mother decided not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Thank you so much.
All right.
In this way,
moving
you'll
up
be
the
able to
ranks.
keep your mother informed of what he said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over. Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
I have no idea.
If only my mother had trusted me, but she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I am sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
Let's see. Was she wary of someone? Has she discovered something? Maybe she's lost her mind. I feel like she may have lost her mind, but long ago, considering her torture of Elizabeth Adams. Maybe she's wary of someone.
Her not coming back to the manor after so long makes me wonder if she is wary of someone.
Well, certainly. But whom? The only ones who were present during her stay were Sir Gregory, Duchess Hillsborough, Mr. von Wohler, and myself.
Ah, yes, but Adams was here as well.
You forget Elizabeth Adams, my lord.
That's true. But Gregory and I arranged it so that they wouldn't run into each other. I thought it had worked. Do you think that your mother felt she was in danger because of Elizabeth?
It's possible.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, we enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Let's see. What did you speak about together?
You seem to know my mother very well, my lord. What did you talk about together?
Oh, as soon as we had a little free time, we liked to share points of view about practically any subject. We would find ourselves embarked on interminable discussions that could go from Monsieur Blanchard's flight in a hot air balloon to the Treaty of Jassy, or the adoption of the metric system in France last year, or even Mr. Eli Whitney's invention in the United States.
Oh, hey, DJ Spellfire. How's it going? Let's see. Yes, Whitney's Cotton Gin.
Ah, yes. His famous cotton gin. It was supposed to
yes.
revolutionize cotton production in the United States.
It will revolutionize the world, Louis. The potential of this invention is much greater. Tomorrow, all industries will be switching to simple but large-scale production. Of that, I'm sure.
I'm surprised she didn't get you started on the Crusades. It was her favorite subject.
Are you joking? Sarah and I spent entire days together reliving them. It so happens that the Crusades are also my subject of predilection, especially the Third. My ancestor distinguished himself
yes.
brilliantly during the siege of Saint-Jean
Everybody
d'Arc.
loves the Third Crusade. Just saw Zombie's post, so thought I'd add a follow to help you get a affiliate. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh, so close. Almost there. Let's see. The famous papal bull of Pope Gregory VIII.
Mother lulled my childhood with tales of the Crusades. How Richard the Lionheart and Philip
Yes.
Augustus had to
Children
battle it
love
out to
bedtime
achieve their
stories
ends.
of the Crusades.
And how Guy de Lusignan, having broken his word, launched the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Oh, I see Sarah's lessons have
can
inspired
almost
new
taste it.
enthusiasts. Good on you, because not
Exactly.
everyone can claim they know as much at your age. Your mother is a very well-read woman. You're quite lucky to have her as a model, Louis.
Yes,
Well,
I know.
minus the
But
torture.
I'm still very worried.
I must admit, there
Why
are
are we worried about our
worse
mother? She's
things to
horrible.
worry about now, Louis.
What do you mean?
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol.
Oh, well.
Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on. That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that? Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together
It's a
again
little
to
torture
see
amongst
things
friends.
more clearly.
That's
You
right.
said that you spent a lot of time
That's how
talking
we do
together
in
at the
secret
beginning.
societies.
What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation, until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
All right, we'll check.
That's
the
all I
secret
can tell you
room.
about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime,
Ooh.
I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for
I'm
you.
excited.
Thank you.
Who is the final guest? We already have George Washington and Napoleon.
was just opposite Mortimer's study.
All right, we are back in control before we find Mother's secret hidey room. Let us see if we have anything we can steal. I would be so delighted if Lord Mortimer has a secret Resident Evil lab underneath his mansion here that we get to at the end of the game.
Johann von Wulner.
Okay, all right. We are just back out in the hallway. So, okay, go to the tower room. That is not the way to the tower room. How do we get to the tower room? I guess we should locate some other stairs. Well, stairs going up. I would assume a tower room would be not downstairs. And I think all the other bedrooms are locked up. All right. I don't think there's much for us to steal at this point. We did kind of gather everything we could in the hallways already. All right. Staircase. Where could you be? Aside from the one we couldn't go up, that I believe led up to back up to Mortimer's room. Oh, is this it? No. Oh, do we? Oh, maybe we have to find a guard. I think Mortimer did mention having a guard unlock the door for us. So maybe, yeah, let's head downstairs. Which, oh, we can't? Can't.
Monsieur Johann van Vulner.
Oh, is it just this? Oh, okay. I guess this is the tower room. All right, let us look for clues. Let's see. I don't know why Mother had 2 harps. What do we have
burnt
here?
Papers in the chimney. There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is onto us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of?
I don't know. Everybody?
I must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
All right. All right, we got some more royal jelly. Let's just pop one of those right now. So we have some more skill points to use.
Dante's Paradise. Raise your head and be reassured, for what comes up here from the mortal world must ripen in our rays.
Oh,
What is this disc?
what is it? Let's observe it. Science?
Oh, that reminds me of the ones my mother collects. It's magnetic.
All right, well, we should probably take it. All right, where is our disc? Around magnets. Oh, let's see. She says we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is on to us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. Trust in my faith with the man in the sword. With the man with the sword. Any, No, that looks more like a spear in the painting.
St. Paul on the road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Let's examine.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
Let's see. All right, I remember this story.
A fierce opponent of the first Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts. It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can recall, the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles.
No, I'll take your word for it.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors,
yeah,
too.
We already said
Paul
that.
facing an ordeal.
There's no...
Curtains of his illusions being raised.
No skip.
And receive
Oh, there's a
the
map.
light from his Savior.
Oh, I guess we missed out on whatever the other option was. All right. Let us continue looking for clues. What is this? All right, Carmelite water. We'll take it. Yeah, we got another room over here. Locked.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
Oh, can we somehow open it from this side?
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like a key falling to the floor.
Can we use the disc?
We'll see if it works.
Oh, yeah, because it's magnetic. Okay.
It's open.
It was like that when I got here. All right. Let's see what we got here. Some more jelly.
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni.
Oh, this guy has a sword. Let's inspect.
St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. I don't know, what does that mean?
Yeah, so what does that mean? Think about the secret code. Please do all the work for us. I'm not playing Song of Horror tonight. I don't want to have to do the puzzle myself.
So we have the figure 11 twice underlined, and a story of a group of pilgrims who it looks like Paul is speaking to. Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must be somewhere, and it must be associated with the figure 11. But what's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
Sure. Why not? All right, let's stop looking at that. All right, let's see if there are any other goodies for us here. We got looks like a box.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
Oh, okay, we can... Oh, do we have both keys? No, we don't. All right. I do have just enough skill points to pick the locks, but let's just see if we happen to have the keys in the room here.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
All right. Well, we have a book right
The
here.
New Testament.
Oh boy. Oh, okay.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Yeah, we'll look at that after we look at everything else in the room. It's got something to do with that religious puzzle.
It's St. John, painted by Guido Rini.
Oh boy. What do I know about this apostle?
St. John is known as the youngest of Christ's apostles. Well, we often give credit to St. John for having written about the apocalypse in the last book of the Bible.
All right. Item added, Sophistria.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Rini. It looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Okay. All right. We got a bottle of something here. Item not pay. Oh, we're maxed out on Devil's Thorn.
Painting of St. Mark from the collection of the apostles by Guido Rini.
Oh, where did my... Okay, there we go. All right. Fascinating. Fascinating
Amber.
stuff. Oh, cool. All right. We're halfway, or look like halfway. 2 more ambers before we unlock another slot in our skills there. All right. Well, okay, we got three jellies. Oh, actually, which one? Yeah, next skill use is free. Let me drink some water here.
A chest with the occult symbol representing air.
And, yes, pick this lock. Both locks for free. All right, golden elixir. Looks like we got another amber. All right. I enjoy our lockpicking skill since we don't have to locate the keys around the mansion. Okay, let's figure this nonsense out. The Gospels and Acts of the Apostles, Epistle of Paul, 1 of 2, or 2 of 2 pastoral epistles, and the Book of Revelation. Let's analyze the book first. What is this New Testament all about? What is book?
A volume of the Gutenberg Bible.
The Bible is famous.
This volume dates from the first edition of Gutenberg. It's the first book that was ever printed. The pages are covered in annotations in Latin, French, and Hebrew. Someone spent years studying this Bible.
All right, let's read the whole Bible. Oh, it just goes back here. All right. I guess we'll just go through it one at a time, because I'm not sure which one we should really be going to. Oh my gosh. All right, how about the Book of Revelation? All right.
I guess I'll just come back later.
I see what we're doing. You're giving me so many options. You don't want me to just go through each one.
St. Paul painted by Guido Rini.
All right. He's not an evangelist?
Of the 4 apostles shown in this piece, Paul is the only one who isn't an evangelist. He is the 13th apostle.
Okay, so we should be looking for Paul then. This is Paul. Can I listen to this one again?
So we have the figure 11 twice underlined, and a story of a group of pilgrims who it looks like Paul is speaking to. Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must be somewhere, and it must be associated with the figure 11. But what's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
Okay, all right. So we got Paul, pilgrims, and a couple 11s. Paul Pilgrim 11. Paul Pilgrim 11. Let's see. Epistles of Paul. Let's check the first one. Romans, Corinthians, Galatians, Philippians, Ephesians, Hebrews, Thessalonians. All right, let's Romans. Oh, okay, we got chapter 3, verse 11. Oh, 2 11s. Chapter 11, verse 11?
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall, salvation is come unto the Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy. Oh, wait, a note from Mother is carefully folded between the pages here.
Yeah,
What
we
does
did
say?
it.
Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle. What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. This game has taken me to church. All right. That guy looks old. He's got like a beard. Also old. Also old, but less gray in the beard. Probably not an apostle.
Several portraits of apostles, all signed by Guido Reni. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
All right, let's see. All right, yeah, we did the sword guy. Okay, so I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code, blah, blah, blah. Pick up the package, you know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply, hidden behind the youngest apostle. I wonder if the package is the thing we found at the beginning. All right, let me look at these paintings again.
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
All right, let's look at the frame.
There's something else behind this painting.
Ah, all right.
It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
What the hell, indeed? All right, let's think about the town quoted.
Must be the group of pilgrims mentioned from before. I guess maybe the city of Corinth is a reference to the epistle from Corinthians in the Bible.
Oh boy. Bible puzzles. My God. All right, so okay, so that was a Matthew.
I guess I'll just come back later.
All right, what did you say about this one again?
Must be the group of pilgrims mentioned from before. I guess maybe the city of Corinth is a reference to the epistle from Corinthians in the Bible.
Okay, so... okay, there's a couple of Corinthians. Was it similar to the other one where there were 11s? No. Alright, I guess I'll just go through each one.
For you are bought with a price. Therefore, glorify God in your body and in your spirit, which are God's.
Okay. That didn't specifically help me.
For the Jews require a sign, and the Greeks seek after wisdom.
Clearly wasn't that one.
If we have hope in Christ in this life only, we are, of all men, most miserable.
This puzzle is making me most miserable.
Now, therefore, there is utterly a fault among you, because ye go to law with one another. Why do ye not rather suffer injustice? Why do ye not rather suffer yourselves to be defrauded? Ah, look, here's a message.
Okay,
It is
there
of
we go.
paramount importance that no one finds it. Watch out for the Prussian. He's on the trail. Let's meet up. I'll leave it to you to organize the rendezvous. Not today. I'm unable to do it. In the meantime, I'll follow the first group to Mark, who will reveal the answer to them. And that first group of pilgrims, how many are there now? If I refer to the chapter I'm reading at the moment, 6.
Okay. Six pilgrims. I'll follow the first group to Mark. So... Okay, Gospel according to St. Mark. Something with 6? There's no 6, though. Or do we have to...
I guess I'll just come back later.
Do we have to find Mark on the wall? Are you Mark? Marcus?
Painting of St. Mark
Ah.
from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
Take that, religion. We are solving the entirety of the New Testament right here tonight. The ultimate puzzle. All right, let's inspect the surroundings. Oh, I didn't mean to back out. Let's look at the frame first. Maybe there's another hidden note before we inspect the surroundings.
There's nothing worth noticing here.
Never mind. Okay, let's look behind the painting.
It's too cumbersome for me to unhook here, but judging by the dust, it hasn't been moved for months, if not years.
Okay. Let's see, six pilgrims, 6 pilgrims. Is it one of the secret door opening candlestick?
No, nothing of value here.
Dusty piece of furniture.
There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all.
All right, are we up to 8 pilgrims then? Let's look at the drawers.
Little characters are engraved on the chest of drawers under the urn. It's a sentence in Hebrew.
Oh man, we don't have the linguistics to know what it means. Why Hebrew? Why couldn't all of this be written in English? Why couldn't you just tell me what you wanted me to do straight up?
Choosing the Hebrew alphabet is no coincidence. It's got to be a reference to the Bible.
Oh boy. All right. Okay, so we got Mark, and there was an 8. So let's go back to the Bible. Let's pull up old Mark. Any 8s? No, but chapter 7, verse 1, 7 plus 1 equals 8, maybe?
Then came together unto him the Pharisees, and certain of the scribes, which came from Jerusalem.
Nope. Oh, the Hebrews. There's a couple 8s. Let's check out chapter 2, verse 8.
Thou hast put all things under his feet, for in that he put all in subjection under him. He left nothing that is not put under him.
No, that wasn't it. There it is. Chapter 6, verse 8.
But that which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned. Here's a message.
Yes.
There are some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's see tomorrow evening, in the South Room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
Oh, God. All right. All right. Which one of you bastards is Paul again? Are you Paul?
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew.
No, you're
Painted
not.
by Guido Rini. He's represented as
You're
writing
a
the word
dear
of the
Maddie.
Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit,
Blah,
who
blah,
appears
blah.
here in the guise of an angel.
All right. Was Paul this first guy? Or was
St. Paul painted by Guido Rini.
that? Okay.
St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome. Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean?
All right. Oh, to the left of Paul, right? I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. So... is it under this thing, which we can't observe, so maybe not. I guess the pilgrims are not underneath the bed. So would it be just back here then? Because this is the portrait toward the left.
There's nothing worth noticing here. There are finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all.
Okay, so we've had 11, 6, and 8. Unless I'm supposed to...
Several portraits of apostles,
Yeah,
all signed
still
by
that.
Guido Rini. Looks like someone touched this commode recently. There are fingerprints on the sheets and in the dust.
Oh, did we, not look at this one before?
It's St. John, painted by Guido Rini.
All right, let's look at the frame.
The painting looks like it's been taken down recently. But wasn't my mother said that she would wait for an answer hidden behind the apostle? Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add 1 companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
Oh boy. Why doesn't he have a beard?
St. John is the only apostle painted in this gallery who hasn't got a beard. Hey, wait! That means it's him. He's the youngest apostle.
Oh.
Right. This painting is therefore associated with the answer which E had to give to my mother. Now, I just need to know how to recover the answer.
Let's see. All right, let's think about the code. Yeah, our logic is locked up.
On the second day, the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle, that was John. And the prophecy mentioned is most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John.
Oh, okay, so Revelations and what was... I await your all right, we gotta look at it again.
It's St. John, painted by Guido Rini.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it was the frame, right?
On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add 1 companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean?
So is that like Revelation 1:3? Oh, nope. This one? No, it's not. Well, if the first was 11, and they add 1 to the left, that would be 12.
And the woman was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and a half a time, from the face of the serpent. Hey, a new note.
All
If
right.
you fold it carefully in the corner of this page, the writing, it's not my mother's. S. I found the book in your effects. I've concealed it where no one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean? Oh, it's probably the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note.
Oh, yeah, wasn't it that dude? Is this the guy talking to angels?
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Rini. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Ah, okay. All right, let's think about the group of pilgrims.
Group of pilgrims. If I'm not mistaken, numbered respectively 12 and 14 in the last painting. With the simple operation suggested, that would mean that the new groups are 6 and 7.
Okay, so... where's Matthew?
Take heed that ye practice your justice before men, to be seen differently by them. Otherwise, ye shall have no reward of your Father which is in heaven.
No, that was not it. All right, I'm just gonna go through the rest of Matthew's.
But Jesus turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole. And the woman was made whole from that hour.
Oh, you Bible puzzles. All right, we just got 2 more.
And great multitudes were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore.
Okay, how about the last one?
And said, For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh.
Nope. That did not help me at all. So... await your confirmation to his left in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. 6 and 8. Yeah, who was this dork again?
Saint John.
John.
Painted by Guido Rini.
All right, let's bring up John. Old Johnny boy, 6 and 8. No. Oh, there's 6 and 6. Let's see, still here, just a little preoccupied listening though. Ah, yes, listening to me fail at the Bible. Oh my gosh. This stupid puzzle's gonna kill me.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Alright. Now I'm just kind of lost. There weren't any other paintings out here, were there? There was this one. What was this one?
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Ah, okay.
Caravaggio attained a magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives the light from his Savior.
All right, 2 representations of the same saint.
St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come?
I have no idea, so let's examine the frame.
This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
Oh, man. All right. Number 4. And doesn't appear to be any other paintings. Huh. All right.
If we say that we have no sin, we deceive ourselves, and the truth is not in us.
Okay, let me, I guess, look back at this, at least what we have last compiled. Let's see. There are some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's say tomorrow evening in the South Room where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Oh, yes, Acts of the Apostles. (6:11).
Then they suborned men, which said, "We have heard him speak blasphemous words against Moses and against God."
No, let me go back to the Acts here. 10:8.
And he became very hungry and would have eaten, but while they were made ready, he fell into a trance. Hey, there's a note here.
All right.
A message from Mother in reply to E. We must leave urgently, but first I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be the last message. What happened afterward? If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond the nightmare. What does she mean by that?
That I don't know. I think before we continue on, I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. And then we'll come back and I guess figure out what Mother meant by going beyond the nightmare. That I don't know. But I will be back in a minute or so, and we'll continue on with the council. Very exciting stuff. Hopefully we're almost done with the Bible puzzles, or are done. I hope we're done. That took a while. But anyways, I will be right back. Please stand by. Alrighty, we are back. All right. What did a mother mean by the nightmare? Was it allegorical or literal? I have a feeling like it's both. It's probably obviously allegorical, but it's probably literal, like one of these stupid paintings around. Let's go with literal. Let's see if we can get a real nightmare going in this game. I wish there was a third option. The nightmare was the Bible puzzle that we had to do.
Clearly, she must be trying to do something useful, but what? The nightmare. Does that remind me of anything?
I remember being hunted by the nightmare multiple times when I played through Prey. Prey, P-R-E-Y, Prey, P-R-A-Y, Bible puzzle, nightmare. It's a place.
He must surely speak of a place. Granting that this is the case, where might it be found?
Ground floor room? Is there another secret room? A nightmare room? Great hall, small salon, red salon, portrait. Yeah, maybe the portrait gallery. There's a bunch of paintings in there.
I thought it would have been over there, but something's telling me that it isn't. I better keep searching. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
Okay, well, we're at least done with the Bible puzzle. At least for now. What is this? Oh, a collector coin. All right. Okay, let's meet with the other guests. Okay, all right. We got through that chapter. All right, we've succeeded in, we've cleared your name in the eyes of our guests. We searched Lord Mortimer's study. We found the correspondence between Mother and E, and we discovered our mother's message. We failed at understanding Mother's message, and looks like we didn't reveal any alternate paths for ourselves. Okay, all right, 4 points available. Let's see what we got here. Maybe we should put some into questioning. Oh, you know what? Linguistics would also help. Let's level that up. We do kind of need that. Okay. All right, 3 more manuscripts. Let's see, we got science, conviction, erudition, diversion, and logic. We do need some logic. Let's do that. Diversion and science.
It's time I went back and joined everyone in the small salon.
All right. Let's find our way downstairs and get to the small salon. Wait. Why can't we go down? I want to go downstairs. How about, all right, let's see if we can find some other staircases going downstairs, like right here. All right, perfect.
Emily, I must speak to you.
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
All right, let's see here. Don't send her on my mother's trail. Hey, let's do it. We were kind of buddying up before. Hey, Duchess, wanna go beyond the nightmare?
I've got a question that might seem a little bit strange.
I'm listening.
If I said go beyond the nightmare, would that ring any bells?
No, means nothing to me. Do you mean literally or figuratively speaking?
Okay, we don't have any diversion lock. Maybe it is a metaphor. Alright, we're stuck with literally, why not a place?
It might be a place, I don't know where, but it's a lead.
You ought to ask His Eminence. He knows the house and its estate very well, being a frequent visitor here.
Thanks for the advice.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
Alright, I don't care about his mother. She seems like quite, a jerk. So let's tell her.
Emily, there's something else.
Go on then.
It's about your sister. I don't know what happened exactly, but it's possible that my mother had a go at her.
I know, Louis. I found out that same evening. Well, thanks for not trying to hide it.
What?
Okay, well...
Why didn't you tell me?
I didn't know if I could trust you. Now I know I can. It
right.
seems that your mother tricked
We got some
Emma.
trust?
She apparently asked her to hide an important book, so that even she wouldn't know where it was. And then she shot her like a dog to make sure no one would ever find it again.
Do you know why?
Why would she do that?
I don't know, Louis, but I'll find out. You can count on that.
I'm sincerely sorry, Emily.
Thank you, Louis. But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
There must be an explanation, Emily.
That's what we shall see. Come, Louis. They're waiting for us.
You will pay dearly, Peru. I'm sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
That's right. Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dearly.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
What's going on here exactly?
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
Yeah, who is it? I want to know who the last guest is.
And who is this charming character?
Manuel Godoy, the Duke of La Alcudia.
He's the head of the Spanish government, Monsieur de Richet. He's the one who, in practice, controls Spain.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all
really
out of your
familiar.
minds!
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well, let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined. What? The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before. How dare they?
Oh dear.
Oh, as if it would...
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial.
Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360.
Ooh, that's close.
You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please, let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the highest representative of God in France, Emily.
Let's see.
Gentlemen, Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
That's enough, sir.
with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de Richet?
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
Yeah, I'm interested in why everybody is here. 2 episodes in, we haven't found that out yet.
Could you spare a moment, please, sir?
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you too. Of course.
I heard about your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned. I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone. Well, let's see what he wants from me.
Any news of her? Have you found her, maybe?
Okay, oh, how do I get to... Yes. Volner. Let's, There we are. Okay. Oh, shoot. We haven't discovered any of his vulnerabilities or immunities. Yikes. Alright, let me, read, about, Johann Christoph von Volner. He's a Prussian minister of religion. So yeah, I guess the Prussian that, the notes we found were warning us about. A friend of King Frederick William II of Prussia, von Volner secretly managed the affairs of state. A former pastor and member of a Masonic lodge, he had all the time he needed to convert his king to his point of view. Together they opened their own lodge under the influence of the Rosicrucians. Passionate about the occult sciences and alchemy, he led a war of religion in his country and fiercely combated the ideas of the Enlightenment. A friend of Sir Gregory Holm, von Volner believes in spiritual alchemy, of which the materia prima is the human soul. Alright, and we don't know his immunities or vulnerabilities, so that's going to kind of screw us a bit in this confrontation. This might go a bit bad. Oh, do you have feelings for her? Well, let's start with
Why?
this.
Is there something you particularly wanted from her?
No, not specially.
My questions made him feel uneasy, but he's keeping his emotions under control.
Your mother and I used to often speak together. I have rarely met someone so learned.
Maybe he does have feelings
To
for
tell
her.
you the truth, I was about to make a deal with her. Did she tell you about our arrangement?
Let's see. Sounds like he's good at manipulation, so maybe he has an immunity to that. Let's be honest, no.
No, not at all.
Ah, I thought she might have spoken to you about it. Well, too bad. I shan't keep you,
okay.
Monsieur de Richet.
All right then.
Shoot, we
Thank
failed.
you.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon. I must go now. I'll see you later.
Maybe we should have pretended to know then. Shoot. All right, well, we're a big dum-dum. That's okay. We didn't get a game over. We just don't know as much as we could currently about something. All right, we got a sad boy over here, sitting alone at the chess table. I guess let's have a little chit chat.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
All right. What do you think about Godoy?
What do you think of Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
Oh, okay, we unlocked a questioning thing. Tell me more.
Meaning?
This gentleman enjoys people talking about him for too many reasons. His undeserved titles, more than 10 in just 4 years, and each one more prestigious than the one before.
You don't think he deserves them?
If I had seen him on the battlefield, there might be some doubt. But that is not the case. The Queen would rather not risk losing him, so she consoles him with awards and titles.
So you don't have a very positive opinion?
His coveting French Catalonia does not encourage me to have one.
I understand your point of view.
Let's see. All right, tell me more about the coming conference.
Would you have any more information about the conference Lord Mortimer spoke of?
Nothing at all. Mortimer is very committed to secrecy when it comes to his conferences. But given the presence of Monsieur Peru and ourselves, I think it must concern France to some extent. Otherwise, I doubt he would have invited 3 Frenchmen to his table, huh?
All right. Do you know anything about any nightmares, Monsieur Bonaparte?
Does expression go beyond the nightmare mean anything to you at all?
Well, metaphorically, yes. It sums up the career of a soldier quite well. I doubt that is what you want to hear, though.
Indeed. That's surely not what I'm looking for.
Well, monsieur, if you are looking for a phrase book, Lord Mortimer must surely have one, given the number of books he has. You ought to check in the library of the tower. You never know.
Okay, that might be the best lead we have so far.
Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
Wait, monsieur. Any news of your mother?
Unfortunately not, no.
I hope to speak with her about my deal before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard, monsieur.
Okay, all right. So we should check out the gigantic library. Okay, that door we can't get into. So perhaps this one. All right. Okay, just a guard. Nobody. Oh. Let's talk to old George here. It's been a while. What do you think about Godoy?
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
What do you mean?
The situation is ready to explode with France over Catalonia.
Well, the Duke must have a darn good reason to be absent and come here, mustn't he?
When Lord Mortimer invites you, Louis, you come. It's always in your best interest.
I wouldn't say that personally, but...
All right, how about this conference?
Mr. President, can you tell me a little more about the coming conference?
Of course, Louis. That's why we're here. Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory regularly organize meetings like this to put forward major projects.
What do you mean by major projects?
I'd prefer to let Lord Mortimer explain that to you, Louis. Let's say he brings together influential people in order to consider possible actions to undertake to guarantee the future of nations.
Do you know the theme of the conference?
Not in the slightest. None of the guests know the theme before arriving, but you'll see. Everything will turn out fine. Don't worry.
Okay. Hey, Georgie, Mr. Washington, do you know anything about nightmares?
Go beyond the nightmare. Does this line remind you of anything in particular?
You've caught me unaware here, Louis. Let me think about it a second. No, nothing comes to mind.
Well, okay.
Sorry,
then.
Louis, but I am unable to help you.
Well, thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my young friend. Regarding your question on the nightmare, don't hesitate to question the others about it. Maybe one of them knows more than I do.
That's a good idea. Thank you once again. I'll see you in a little bit.
Okay, alright, so, yeah, question others and possibly the library are our only leads thus far.
Ah, Louis. Just the man. Good Lord. How did the king come to be executed? I would think that the order would have intervened.
Let's see. Yeah, let's remain neutral here.
I invite you to speak about it with my mother as soon as she reappears.
Is there any news of her?
Well, I hope it won't be long before I find her, Your Eminence.
Now you wanted to speak to me.
Okay, oh, I'm sure you just love Godoy.
I was wondering what to think of that Manuel Godoy.
He is reputed to be a very ambitious character, at every level. But his faith is unwavering. He is a staunch defender of the church. You can believe me.
Ooh, okay. We have no. We know nothing about him, so I guess we can't continue that line of dialogue. How about this conference?
I'm sure a man like you is in the circle of trust. Would you know what the conference that Lord Mortimer mentioned is going to be about?
Not really, my son. Well, be it Lord Mortimer or Sir Gregory, we are never informed about the theme of the conference before it begins.
Okay, how about nightmares? You love nightmares, don't you?
If I say the nightmare to you, does it make you think of anything?
Your question is strange, my son.
Sure is.
Difficult to say. Could you at least tell me a little more about the context?
Ooh, yeah, connection with anything here specifically.
Think of a place and tell me the first thing that comes into your mind when I say the nightmare.
Let me think. I'd say Lord Mortimer's favorite painting on the wall behind his desk. You know, that painting caused quite a stir when it was exhibited. It is titled The Nightmare, and it shows a woman lying down with a creature sitting on her. And in the background, a horse. I don't know if it will be of any help, but I can't think of anything else.
You never know. Thank you for that, though, Your Eminence.
I gotta go and see it just in case, though.
Thank you for everything, Your Eminence. I shan't take up any more of your time.
You are welcome,
No,
my
we
son.
shan't.
I will be seeing you, Louis.
Yes, you may. Okay, all right. We got our clues, so we need to bust into Mortimer's study. Although I'm curious, is the library actually locked out for us now? Like, is there anybody in there? Ah, we do have access to the library. Let's see if there happens to be anything good for us in here.
Atrus, the Miller brothers. Mother expressly forbade me from reading it.
Uh-oh.
Atrus, the Miller brothers.
I guess we're
Mother
still
expressly forbade me from reading it.
not gonna read it. Alright. Doesn't seem like much of anything. We're full up on the golden elixirs. What's this though?
The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci.
Oh,
The last day before
I
his
know that
crucifixion,
one. If I
Jesus
actually
announces
looked
that
at
he will
it.
be betrayed by one of his disciples.
All right. Oh, what's in here? All right. Got a book. The Locksmith's Art. All right. Sounds like that'll improve our lockpicking.
There's the alchemical symbol of the earth on the lid.
Oh. Yikes. Okay. Actually. Yeah, let's do that. Let's just pick these locks. We got some Carmelite water. Royal jelly. Good. We need that. Mysterious notes. What are these mysterious notes? Okay, a Piaggi's letter. We still have that. The beast always charges the most protected one. I guess we can't look at what the mysterious notes are. Oh, unless it's just this, we had to collect 3 others. Maybe that's what it is. Notes by De Richet, Sarah, our mother. A collection of notes written by her, the sum of her immense knowledge of the occult disciplines. Okay, yeah, looks like we have a bunch that we had to collect. This Thoughts on Men in Society. We need 4 more, and then 3 more on Sarah's occult notes. All right, oh, that's, yes, a royal jelly. Let's, actually pop one of those, get a couple more, points going. That door is locked. What is upstairs this way? Are we able to, oh, wait, over here. Over here. We can go upstairs, this way. Okay, so, we need another staircase up. Okay, other doors appear to be locked. Okay, here we go. Mortimer's study.
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
I don't like that this guy has a big death hole in the middle of his room here. That's a bit scary. It's like the veil in Game of Thrones / A Song of Ice and Fire. Just tossing people down to the world below. Let's see. Cures negative alterations. Displays immunities. Well, and we don't need to pop any of those right now. I should try to remember to use those. Alright, got another coin. Still don't know what those are used for, aside from just having a collectible.
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming.
All right, we picked up the key with the water symbol, but we've been lock picking, so not too much of a concern for us.
The Book of the Mortimer Family. The Book of the Mortimer Family.
I guess we don't care about the Mortimer family right now. All right, let's see. Oh, that must be the nightmare. Okay. Let's have a, let's see if there's any, jellies around before we, take a look at that. Got a book here?
It's a book on the history of the Crusades. I don't think it has any connection with my research.
All right, we do not care about the Crusades currently. Got some Carmelite water.
No, what have we got here? Well, it looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes.
Well, I hope I never have to try and unlock it.
I have a feeling we're gonna have to try to unlock it.
Let's take a closer look.
All right, let's examine the chocolates.
Judging by the shape, I'd say they're Criollo cocoa beans. The chocolate of the Mayas, the rarest of the beans. Some even say they're an aphrodisiac. When a product is in fashion, people attribute all sorts of virtues to it, not to be given to animals.
All right, well, let's back away for now. Let's see. Accounts for the year 1792. Looks like a bunch of money, a bunch of pounds were spent on food, candles, dressed stone, Corinthian marble, wood, stained glass, master paintings, fabric, wine, water, powder. A total of 360,437 pounds. P.S. Remember to reduce wood consumption next year. 9,227 pounds for wood is too much for Lord Mortimer. And then, okay. Dear Mr. Guido Paletti, I'm writing with regard to the dates of the paintings that I sent you for your temporary exhibition. Please note that they are part of my private collection and are dated according to the Freemasons calendar, AL, in use at the time. As you may well have guessed, you must remember to subtract 4,000 years if you don't want the public to be surprised at the dating of the works. No need to remind you that the Freemason year, AL, begins in March, not January. About the Longinus painting, I took the liberty to have the spear touched up so it better corresponds to the actual spear. I cannot urge you strongly enough to do the same for yours. Yours sincerely, Lord William Alexander Mortimer, Marquis of Westfordshire. Okay, all right. And we got some berries here. Let's look at the nightmare.
The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond. Hey, looks like it's mounted on rails on each side. It should lift up, I think. There must be a mechanism somewhere.
Does it have something to... Oh, there's a button down here. Oh boy, we got a puzzle. We have unlocked a puzzle.
I found it. Oh, what on earth is this? A ring
no.
lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Oh, I know. Oh god, it's got something to do with the number of apostles on the left and right, doesn't it? Oh god. Find the code for the hidden door. What do we have here? Alright, we picked up Leviathan. Hey bird.
A mina bird.
Speak to the bird. Oh, let's ask the bird for the code. You never know, it might work.
Tell me the door code.
Okay, feed the bird. Okay, so we said the chocolates aren't good for birds. Maybe these berries are? Let's examine them first.
That's what you generally feed birds.
Okay, all right. Let's take them.
Might come in handy.
All right. Bird, listen here. Here's some berries.
A mina bird. Tell me the door code. Here I am talking to a bird. Shame on me.
How about Lord Mortimer? Bird, you got anything good to say about Lord Mortimer?
Well, Waldo, is your master good? I don't really know what I was expecting.
How about our mother, Sarah de Richet?
Sarah de Richet? Waldo, you know Sarah? What? Repeat that, Waldo. Sarah? What about Sarah? Good God, what's been happening here?
Well...
This painting isn't finished. And it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period. Hey, there are 2 dates on this painting. 1154 AD and 5154 AL. The 2 dates most likely relate to 2 calendars. The Gregorian calendar and, well, the Freemason calendar.
Okay, 2 dates.
A painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre.
Alright, let's analyze the scene.
From what I know, the fall of Saint-Jean d'Acre took place in the summer of 1191. Now, according to this title, it's wintertime on the painting, so it can't have been late in the year of 1191. It must be in the first months of that year, probably in January or February of that year.
Okay, I'm assuming these have something to do with the code, but I'm not sure. Try 1191. All right, let's see if we notice something. Use our subterfuge.
It's a complex mechanism. Looks like the third ring is a bit seized up. It gets stuck on number 9.
Okay, all right. Number 9 for the third number. All right, let's Oh, okay, it was 1191. All right.
Sesame. Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Mortimer.
Yes, let's do. I don't like that we've been locked out, though. I hope that we have another way to get out. All right, we got a note here. Sir, your plans to intervene in Belgium are to go ahead as set down. I am to occupy the Prussian army. Your delivery of cannons to Valmy has ensured our victory. As agreed, I have notified the King of Prussia of the invasion plans of Custine and the Army of the North. I will keep the Austrians out of Belgium. I am to quickly return to Paris as I sense the fate of our King Louis is about to be decided dishonorably, and it is impossible for me not to intervene. Should you have any missives to give me, I invite you to go by, as per usual, our friend Monsieur Peru. Sincerely yours, Charles Francois Dumouriez, General of the Army of the North. All right, what do we have up here? Let's see, it's a map of Asia.
A fine-looking map of the Orient, indeed.
All right, I guess that's all we got. Let's see, my dearest Lord Mortimer, I regret to inform you that it will soon be impossible to ignore pressure from the Russians. The Tsarina Catherine has every intention of supporting the Count of Provence, and will recognize him as the regent of the Kingdom of France once King Louis has disappeared from the political stage. I am sorry to announce bad news, but expect dark times ahead. Your friend, Elfriede Bauer. Okay, let's see here. Dear Lord Mortimer, I am writing to ask you to persuade President Washington not to sign the Fugitive Slave Act as it stands. We must absolutely legislate on a national level and not allow every state to choose their policy regarding slaves. It was initially intended to resolve a conflict between Pennsylvania and Virginia. By signing it, we risk legislating the hunting of blacks. More and more men of little faith are becoming slave hunters, and unable to find any slaves on the run, they kidnap the first black they come across, which they pass off as the wanted runaway. The situation threatens to quickly degenerate. Thank you in advance, your friend John Adams. P.S. Say hello to my daughter Elizabeth for me. All right, what do we have here? Seems like some more maps. It's a map of Africa.
It shows the forces present in Africa. This is unexpected activity in this sector. It looks like there are also many unknowns, even for Mortimer.
Yeah, looks like, to be expected from a secret society. This guy's got his hands in everything. Just like we have our hands on some more royal jelly. Let's just pop a couple of those right now. No, let's do that. There we go. My lord, I hope this letter will reach you. My hours are numbered. My printing house has been confiscated, and I am imprisoned in the fortress of Schlüsselburg. If by chance you could intervene in my favor, I would be eternally in your debt. The Tsarina Catherine should not be long in banning all Golden Order lodges from her territory. Our horizon has become considerably darker. In the hope that you can help me, your friend Nikolay Novikov. All right. What do we have here?
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Trimore. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
I guess not. You would know more about that than I would, Louis. Let's see here. Looks like we got another note. The gift has been delivered. Timur Shah Durrani, King of Afghanistan, of Punjab, of Sindh, of Mashhad, and of Kashmir, should not retain his title much longer. His son Zaman will succeed him as planned. We will then be able to resume negotiations. Signed, K. All right, we got a map of the Americas.
This shows the forces present in America.
I have a bad feeling all of these maps are going to have something to do with that globe there. We got a note on this map of the Americas, though. My dear friend, with thanks for your services rendered in helping the fight against the Spanish and the conquest of the Iran, a ship bound for Marseille in France has been chartered. Hidden aboard are a few corpses infected with the plague that is decimating our country at this moment in time. Be very careful when handling these boxes, but because if inadvertently opened, you risk spreading the disease all over France. Mohammed El Kabir. I'm just butchering all of these names, I know. All right, my dear friend, as desired, I have been able to gather together my friends to sign the agreement you proposed. This agreement shall be known as the Buttonwood Agreement. If you recall the place where we gathered when you met us for the first time, you will understand why this name was given. Please find enclosed a list of colleagues, my colleagues, Leonard Bleecker, 16 Wall Street, Hugh Smith, Tontine Coffee House, Armstrong and Barnwall, 58 Broad Street, Samuel March, 243 Queen Street, Andrew D. Barclay, 136 Pearl, Benjamin Sykes, 8 Hanover Square, John Henry, 13 Duke Street, John Bush, 195 Water Street, David Reedy, 58 Wall Street. Thanks to your help, we shall soon be able to meet at my place, the Tontine Coffee House. I look forward to seeing you as soon as possible. Hugh Smith. All right, there's a note on that globe, but let's get these outer walls finished first. My dearest Lord Mortimer, as a friend of China, rest assured that you will be rewarded for your information. You need not worry about any scheming against us from Great Britain. Their representative, Mr. McCartney, will leave with no hope of any arrangement involving us. Your friend, Keelong, Emperor of the Qing Dynasty. I know I butchered that. It's a map of Europe.
It shows the forces present in Europe. It's clear that France is surrounded by her enemies. However, a large number has been underlined in bold. 26 million. I know what it is. It's an estimation of my country's population. All our neighbors have far fewer inhabitants.
All right, looks like we got a couple notes on the maps here. My dear friend, thank you for your words, and I do not. Thank you for your words, and I do understand your situation. I regret having to confront you militarily, but if the situation obliges me to declare war, then do what you think fit. Under your advisement, and with a weary heart, I am off to meet up with the coalition that opposes you. In the hope of serving you again, George, King of Hanover, King of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland. And William, whatever your projects, it would seem that our father is against leaving you with a grip on Europe. Russia will soon commit itself to the coalition against your dear France. Don't think you can resist for long. I beseech you, William, not to persist. You are tearing our family apart. Your loving brother, G. P.S. I shall come to your conference, but do you think that holding it at the present moment is conductive? Yeah, we already read that.
It's locked.
It is locked. Okay, all right, let's, yeah, check this note. Knifed to the globe here. Let us see if you have the courage to face me alone. Oh boy.
This is my mother's writing. I've picked up her trail. What is she up to? Obviously, she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where? The only clue she's left for Mortimer is his stone sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from.
All right. Let us wield this sword and uncover the rest of the secrets by knife point, or sword point, rather. Oh, hey, apologies for mispronouncing your name. Kaneo? Let's see, hope you're doing well. Yeah, I'm doing pretty well. Hope you're doing well as well. What do you think of the console so far? I like it. I'm intrigued by it. This is my first time going through it. Some years ago, I think I played like a couple minutes of it, like a little bit at the beginning of like the very first episode, and kind of dropped it for, I don't know, 200 jillion other games, I'm sure, that I got distracted by. But I always meant to go back, and yeah, it's pretty interesting so far. I like the kind of like historical fiction or alternate reality period piece kind of thing going on, and secret societies. It's all good, no need to worry too much about the pronunciation. Oh, thank God. I've been reading all these notes in this room with names that I have also been butchering, so but yeah, yes, so far it's a pretty interesting game. I like their idea of kind of having like the light RPG mechanics in it, where you kind of put points into stuff you can use during dialogue, which is pretty neat. Glad you're enjoying it so far. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I'm planning on sticking with it. I kind of want to see what's gonna happen. I'm not a big fan of our dear mother that we've been looking for. Ooh, what do we have here? A jar of Cadu from RE Village.
Preservation using formaldehyde. Just as disgusting as ever.
All right. Yes, very, very disgusting. All right, we got whatever that was added to our inventory. Probably a book to read for later.
Something strange about this table.
Let's see. I just noticed you're one follow away from 50. Yay! Yay! Hey, we're almost to affiliate time. Yeah, it's pretty exciting. And again, everybody who has followed thus far, I really appreciate it. Regardless, it is a lot of fun just doing this streaming thing. I mean, I'm gonna be playing some games anyway, so why not? I think has been a common attitude with people who start. And I guess I should say just having like a little schedule to do this also helps with me just playing stuff in general, because sometimes I'd be like, well, I don't feel like playing a game today, and then I spend like 3 weeks just watching stuff and like playing nothing. So all right, let's look at the instruments here. They look like they should be in some unnecessary surgery room in a horror game.
The little surgeon's perfect collection.
Yes, a very, very nice collection indeed. All right, that uses a science point. Let's examine.
What kind of experiments does Mortimer carry out here? It's a dissection table. So Mortimer does autopsies here on his desert island. But who is he doing autopsies on then?
Doing autopsies in the secret room, huh? All right, so Mortimer has an immunity for science. All right, we'll try to remember that. Okay, let's examine the material of this weird box.
Looks like obsidian or onyx. Must weigh a ton.
All right, oh, good. Yeah, we got our linguistics. We put a point into that. Let's examine the inscriptions, see if we understand them.
Strange. I don't recognize the alphabet.
Oh, guess not.
I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are two inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath. Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cube fascinating.
All right. Maybe we'll find out later.
These are feathers. Pigeon, probably. These are feathers. Pigeon, probably. These are feathers. Pigeon, probably.
All right, moving on. Oh, skeleton. We got a skeleton guy here.
A skeleton by the name of Gustav, if the plaque on the plinth is anything to go by. Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid.
Everybody?
His right hand is missing.
Oh no. Gustav. Everybody, please be introduced to Gustav, the skeleton. Yeah, he's missing his right hand. That's sad. I wonder if we have to find that to complete the Gustav skeleton puzzle. All right, what do we have here? Dear Lord Mortimer, as agreed, I have changed your old lock for one of my invention. Drawing inspiration from your doctor friend, Mr. Guillotine. Oh boy. Here is the model of your new lock if you appreciate my prototype. It is difficult to imagine how it all fits together, but it will be located in the middle of the present door. The aim is to alter nothing of the door's functionality, but to add a bit of spice.
Wow!
Yeah, that's right. It's one spicy door. Depending on the lineup of the wheels, the aforementioned lock will open or will punish the snooper whose faith is not... Oh, all right, let me read that again. Depending on the lineup of the wheels, the aforementioned lock will open or will punish the snooper whose faith is not strong enough. What does that mean? Oh boy. I called my invention the Judgment of Faith because if a snooper is unable to resist opening it, they will be punished. I hope you will appreciate the irony of the situation. Gustav Montrant, Master Architect. Oh no. We like snooping. That does not bode well for us. Dear friend, who is the most admirable of all the Olympians? None other than the king of the gods, of course. Unlike his father Kronos, he learned to make equal use of his strength and wisdom. Instead of fearing the power of his children and brothers, he accepted to share the world with them. Men fear his thunder and praise his justice. He reigns, but does not dominate.
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages. An iron mask. I wonder who it's for.
DiCaprio, if I remember that movie correctly. All right, Carmelite water. Dear Lord Mortimer, be assured of my entire devotion. As agreed, the Vendée peasantry will soon rise up. My network is striving to increase the pressure on the masses. The decision of the Assembly, which consists of voting the civil constitution to the clergy, is inflaming the region. The people overwhelmingly reject the priests and swear loyalty to the state. If you could ensure that the convention will administer the final blow to the people, the issue will be resolved. Without wishing to direct you, a forced recruitment for a faraway conflict would be a perfect way to arouse the people definitively. Your devoted servant, Francois Athanase Charette de la Country. Oh, okay. What do we get? A key with the fire symbol.
Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of science. Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those.
Sure is. All right, yes, we know about Mortimer's immunity to science. Oh, wait. Immunity. So, wait, I thought he had a, Okay, I must have misread it before. It must have always been immunity. For some reason, I don't know why I thought he had a vulnerability to science, but all right, he's got an immunity to conviction and science. Okay, good to know.
A chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
Ah, yes. Oh, we don't have the red key. Let's just pick the lock. Okay, so we got collector coin. A bunch of collector coins. We found all the collector coins. Let's add some jelly to that. There we go. My dearest friend, our plans are going ahead wonderfully well. The Coinage Act has been voted. Your project of founding the very first Bank of America should not be delayed and will probably be called Union Bank. As for the construction of the White House, it is still due to begin in October. I will accept no delays. You can trust me on this. I hope to see you soon. Thomas Jefferson, Secretary of State. All right, old Tommy J. All right, what do we got here?
3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long. 3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long.
Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais.
Oh boy, I hope we don't get a scene of Lord Mortimer dancing naked under the moon.
Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me.
Would it? I mean, this is like an occult secret society. All right, let's read the draw.
It is a typical draw in a line that answers a specific question. To the left, Temperance. That announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the Chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the Emperor evokes a future full of power and stability.
All right. Lord Mortimer, the tiger is dying. On your demand, I have attacked Travancore and personally cut the throats of as many Englishmen as possible, though without help from the French. I cannot hold them off much longer. My forces are rapidly diminishing in spite of your new rockets. Help us. Tipu Sahib, Sultan of Mysore. All right. Yeah, that was still the letter. Okay, we've
Something strange about this table.
Oh. Oh no, yeah, we've already examined the equipment. Okay, so it seems like everything in this room. Oh, symbols.
A table of alchemical elements. So, Lord Mortimer also studies alchemy? It seems like he's interested in everything.
All right. Yeah, anything higher up? Fireplace secret passage doesn't appear to be. Okay. All right. I guess that's everything. Our go find your mother. We don't seem to have. We haven't found her. This is still locked. And
Oh shit. How am I gonna get out of here now?
yeah, I know. Okay, so this must be the, we got in, but, oh, is there something? No? Can we glitch through, Nope. Impregnable door. Okay, so how the hell do we get out of here? Anything with these maps? Yeah.
A fine-looking map of the
we already
Orient,
know.
indeed.
We already know that. All right, yeah, we got nothing in politics, so we don't understand any political situation going on in the Americas.
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Trimore. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in. And goes on, there are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
Let's see, it'll be located in the middle of the present door. Depending on the lineup of the wheels, the aforementioned lock will open, or will punish the snooper whose faith is not strong enough.
A skeleton by the name of
do you
Gustav.
know the
If the plaque on the
code
plinth is anything to go by.
to the door?
Mortimer's given a name to his anatomy skeleton. That's morbid. Oh,
His right hand is missing.
I wonder if something comes out of here to kill us if we get it wrong. Yeah, let's see if we can examine it.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Okay, let's examine the lever.
Looks like the same as the one on the other side.
Alright, yeah, we're gonna use some points here. We can't think about the lock, though. Let's, think about the mechanism as a whole.
The mechanism passes through the wall. The wheels are the same on both sides. Chances are the combination I used on the other side works on this side, too.
Alright, let's check the shape of the cylinders.
These cylinders rotate on the same central axis, so when I enter a number on one side, it corresponds to another one on the other side.
Oh, okay. So, like... I remember the code on the other side was 119 something. I can't remember the last number. Now at first I was thinking, oh, would it just be like, kind of like reflected, like 119 something. Come on. I probably should have paid attention to what it was before. I guess we'll see if we... Oh, okay, yeah, it's like, I guess backwards, upside down. So 119. Do we have I guess we wouldn't, because it was just a thing on a painting. Oh shoot. One 1192. All right. Well, we'll.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Yes, we know. We know. All right. Well, we'll probably die.
Whoa, whoa. If the grid closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date, I'd better not mess up again. It doesn't seem to be working.
Oh, this is mean. This is a mean lock. And we don't have any ability to...
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Yeah, we can't think about the lock. Oh, and there's no duplicates of that painting we looked at on the other side. Unless it's straight up just one. Oh, I passed it. 9. 1198 maybe? Oh boy, we're getting locked in here.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Yes, we know, Louis. We know. Oh boy.
The wheels are stuck. Shit! I'm cornered like a rat.
All right, well, I assume we'll get out after we get caught by Lord Mortimer. Oh boy, how do we explain ourselves here?
Someone's coming. Please don't let it be Mortimer. Who is it?
Deliberately avoiding me. 4 years ago, I was his favorite, but nowadays, I have to ask for an audience with his lordship.
Damn it! It's Peru. I don't know if I should, but
Well, that's it. I've had enough of being humiliated.
I'm wasting my time here.
After everything I've done on his behalf,
Hey,
he
Dog
dares
Nozzle.
treat me like a lackey?
Yeah, let's keep...
I've bled the Parisian elite for the sake of his whims, and what have I got to show for it? He doesn't even have the courtesy to give me 5 minutes of his time. I wanted to put my mind at ease. Well, that's done. I know what I've got to do now.
Bust us out. Bust us
Must
out.
find my mother. So much for discretion.
Monsieur Peru, it's me.
All right, yeah,
Monsieur
we're
de Riche.
What the devil's
out
going
anyway.
on?
I need your help.
Did I show up
Where
just in
are
time
you,
for our
Deriche?
death? I
Behind
thought
the
our
painting.
death was imminent.
Open
but
it, please. I've shut myself in.
Yeah,
There's a pedal under Lord Mortimer's desk.
We failed
Can you see it?
the puzzle
There's
of
no-
this door.
Hang on. Yes.
Good. Now press it.
Yeah. Done.
You should see something resembling a frame with numbers. Yes? You have to turn them to set the combination.
Oh, okay, yeah, it was 1191. All right, on this side at least.
1191.
Oh, okay, 9499.
Well. Poking our nose into Mortimer's little secrets, are we? You do surprise me.
It's not what you're thinking. I'll explain everything.
No, you will not, sir. It has nothing to do with me, and by the way, I never even saw you. So, I'll be on my way now.
Thanks again.
Let's see. All right, well, I guess we owe him one. We'll be nice.
I'm indebted to you. I won't forget this.
Yeah. Goodbye.
All right, see ya. We're no longer indebted to you then.
I've wasted enough time. I better get moving if I want to find my mother.
All right. Well, we failed at finding a way out. Okay, so let's see. Find out the origin of the sword left by your mother. Yeah, still looking for Mom. Although, I don't know why. You know, the first stream we learned that she tortured Elizabeth Adams, and then this stream we learned that she shot the Duchess's twin sister. So I don't know why we're still looking for her. I certainly don't care about dear old mother. Okay, let's see. Yeah, let's analyze the document first.
Many families kept documents of their history, but I've never seen anything like this before. Such regularity in writing them up through the generations for such a long time. First time I've ever seen that. Mortimer gives considerable importance to his origins. That's undeniable.
All right, let's see. Presentation of the Mortimer family.
Well, well. History of the Mortimer lineage. Looks like his ancestors have always sought to improve society and have had an open attitude towards the arts.
All right, family tree. Anything shady? Any shady trees?
Oh, the family tree.
Oh, all right, let's analyze the names. I'll use up an etiquettes.
Let's see. All Mortimer's ancestors are called William something Mortimer. That happens a lot in noble families, but here it's systematic. Not a single generation ever breaks the custom. Looks like this family is very attached to their principles.
Okay, William Alexander Mortimer, first of his name.
The first William Alexander Mortimer. He was born in 1131 and distinguished himself during the Third Crusade, during which he rubbed shoulders with Richard the Lionheart. He showed outstanding bravery during the siege of Saint-Jean d'Acre. He died in 1211 in the country of Westford at the age of 80. What longevity. Nice. Nothing is mentioned about his wife.
Yes, we can all hope for such longevity. Let's see, William Terence Mortimer?
The direct descendant of William Alexander Mortimer I was born in 1195 on his father's return from the crusade. Only son, more discreet than his father, it states that he was widely traveled. He produced only one descendant, named William Michael Mortimer. He died in 1275. There's no chapter dedicated to his mother.
Another missing mother? Let's see. Who's the last descendants?
Lord William Alexander Mortimer. Lover of the arts and the sciences, he took up politics at an early age. After rapidly becoming influential, he decides to retire from public life in order to organize conferences reserved for the elite with the aim of finding answers to world problems. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
He's also an only
exactly.
son. The book doesn't mention any known descendant.
Who cares? Oh, geez. Well, thank God it's not making me do a puzzle with this, like the Bible puzzle that I had earlier. My God, that was a little tougher than I was expecting from this game. But then again, we failed at getting out of that stupid door, so no shock there. Let's see, other ancestors?
All right. For one, The women of the lineage are not mentioned at all. What a cavalier attitude. Right. Let's see. Who else is there?
Who's this Billy Birth?
Only son, a descendant with a singular name. He also took a wife and had only one child, named William again.
Billy August.
Another at random. William Mortimer again. Only son, him too. Born in 1573 and died in 1665. The Mortimers lived to a ripe old age, that's for sure. Discreet again. The summary states that he was an excellent merchant, and that towards the end of his life, he entered politics?
Okay, patronage of the Mortimer family.
This seems to be the list of grants and sponsorships given by the Mortimer family.
Don Luis de la Cerda.
In 1489, the Mortimer family participates in the purchase of the Caravel Santa Clara from Juan Niño, shipowner on behalf of Don Luis de la Cerda. The vessel will be renamed La Niña.
Oh, La Nina. Alright, yeah, it's not costing us any points, so why not?
La Niña, yes! It's one of the 3 caravels of the expedition of Christopher Columbus.
Boo.
They enabled him to discover the Americas.
Boo.
Well, you can certainly say that grandfather had a flair for business.
Alright, Long King?
In 1567, the Mortimer family financed the brickworks in Qinhongdao in China, fitted out with 51 furnaces 3.5 meters high, in guise of a protocol gift for Long King, the emperor of the Ming Dynasty.
Oh, okay, we don't have enough logic for that. Let's continue. Let's see, so they're always only sons. They have the same name except for middle, and there's no mention of wives or mothers. Pretty weird. Yeah. I'm not sure why we're able to look at this now. Like, when we first got in here, before we got into the secret room that we got locked into, we looked at it and we were just kind of like, huh, oh yeah, it's a book. But now we're able to look into it. I thought maybe because we're supposed to figure out the well, I guess we're not quite done, but I don't know if we're gonna find the origin of the sword. Maybe the Narak family. But yeah, aside from that, it's pretty weird. There's something going on here.
In 1645, the Mortimer family allocated a pension to be passed down the generations to the Narak family from Bordeaux, shipowners and refiners from father to son, a family known for their expeditions to Africa and America.
All right. Yeah, we know nothing about politics, so Albert the Great.
From 1235 to 1280, the Mortimer family granted an annual pension to Albert the Great, Archbishop of Regensburg, in order to fund his research in the writing of De Mirabilibus Munci, books about the wonders of the world.
Hey, occultism finally comes in use here.
Let's not forget it recorded the recipe for gunpowder in the form of an anagram. They democratized firearms in Europe, no less.
Okay, how about some others? Oh boy, Ponce de Leon.
In 1513, the Mortimers financed the expedition of Ponce de Leon to the New World. That was the expedition that resulted in the discovery of Florida, in fact.
What a horrible discovery. Am I right? Yeah. All right. God, these names. Aquile Basmarin.
In 1772, Lord Mortimer made a donation of 112,000 pounds to the attention of Achille Basmarin, major shipowner of Bordeaux, for the construction of a ship, the Clary.
Yes, we know about the Clary?
But that's Lafayette's ship. I thought he paid with his own coin.
That bastard.
It's even been suggested that grants were given by the Order. But in fact, that wasn't true at all.
Okay, Academy Mersenne?
In 1635, the Mortimer family sponsored the Academy of Mersenne for 30 years in Paris
Mersenne?
for works in the sciences and in philosophy. That was generous, but not entirely selfless when you think about Blaise Pascal, who developed the first calculating machine at the same time.
Well, sure, I knew that. Who didn't know that? History game. All right, how about this Dennis Papin?
From 1685 to 1720, the Mortimer family allocated an annual pension to Denis Papin for his brilliant works in pneumatics and hydraulics.
Oh, Denny, I'm
That
sorry.
reminds me of spectacular experiments such as his first submarine, which didn't end all that well if I remember correctly.
Yeah, let's waste a science point here.
In my opinion, his lesser-known invention of the steam piston ought to be more important in the future. Well, that's strange. I thought he died in 1712.
Secret histories, I guess. Ivan the Fourth, Vasilevich.
In 1550, the Mortimer family financed half of the construction of St. Basil's Cathedral in Moscow by way of protocol gift for Ivan IV Vasilievich, one of the most beautiful religious buildings ever built.
Yeah, I guess we don't know anything about Ivan. All right, well, I guess that's everything. All right, we got a little history that I have now completely forgotten. Okay, all right, let's see what we got here. Chapter 6, Episode 2, The Nightmare. We succeeded in meeting Manuel Godoy. We found the nightmare that Mother mentioned. We got to know Waldo, the bird, and we fed the bird successfully and not the poisonous food. We found a way of getting into the secret study, and we had a strange conversation with Jacques Peru. Interesting that that's a success. We failed at getting information out of von Wollner. Yeah, we bombed that confrontation. My God, that was pretty bad. And we got locked inside of Mortimer's secret study, and I guess we didn't discover any alternate paths. Okay, let's get that. I got 4 more points. Etiquette. Let's see, manipulation. Yeah, let's get a couple more into subterfuge. We probably should get some in linguistics. We've been having issues with various languages. Yeah, let's just go with that. Let's see, we can equip 3 more manuscripts. Yes, the locksmith's art. That is a definite. Yeah, maybe we should get one into politics. We have been quite the dum-dum on politics. And then we got science, conviction, and erudition. Maybe get one into science. We'll go with that.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it. All right, I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
Okay.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them.
Let's spy on them.
We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Aha. I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet?
Who, me?
Why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
Yeah, I don't know if we should trust Volner yet. Let's delve deeper into their discussion.
I didn't mean to spy on you, but you caught my attention.
Let's see. Oh gosh. All right. So, Volner. Oh, we don't know his immunities or vulnerabilities. And Piaggi can be manipulated. Although we do have temporarily reveals the immunities and invulnerabilities. Okay, we should use that. Oh, okay. Manipulation will work.
You brought spears as well, then?
What? Did Mortimer ask you to bring him holy spears too?
Sure did.
Yes, but I thought I was the only one. How many of them have you brought, then?
18 in all. Any relic even remotely to do with them, in fact.
18 spears? How many of them exist in all?
No one knows. Especially as there is only one authentic one, of course. That all adds to the mystery, don't you think?
Well, please leave us, monsieur. His Eminence and I wish to finish our discussion alone.
Sneak on up. Sneaking in. Wait, we should be... Oh, yeah, we can't walk backwards. Just let me get over here and grab this devil's thorn. Sorry. All right, let's continue on here. All right, we got something weird going on with some spears. Find the origins of the sword left by your mother. Okay, we can't go downstairs. Maybe the library. Maybe the library. Hold some clues there. Oh, hey.
I am sorry, sir, but the conference room is under preparation and is consequently inaccessible to guests.
Do you know anything about swords?
Could you perhaps help me?
What can I do for you, sir?
Where did this sword come from?
From the garden, sir. That sword belongs to one of the statues in the garden.
Thank you very much.
Don't mention it, sir.
All right, that wasn't too difficult. Okay, so we go outside then, right? Is there? Oh no, that was just some reflection on the vase.
The sword probably came from this garden, but what could it have been used for?
All right, we'll grab the outdoor jelly. Perfect. Oh, what do we have down here? Oh, we don't have any vigilance. So there's something there, but we can't see it. Notice noteworthy details or oddly placed elements. Oh, I did put a couple of points in there. If I would have known that I should have put some a point into vigilance there, maybe I would have when we leveled up. I don't know if this guy wants to talk to us yet. He was quite gruff at having to deal with us before. Oh no! Oh, this hedge maze is so difficult. Thankfully, there aren't any Las Plagas dogs, at least yet.
Ariadne. In Greek mythology, she helped Theseus get through the labyrinth. Looks like there's a crack in the region of the heart.
Okay, all right. Looks like we can translate the plaque, thanks to putting some points into linguistics. Perfect.
I guide the sword that will kill the monster.
Ah, so you must be the sword person. Let's remember our Ariadne lessons.
If I recall the Iliad, Ariadne is none other than the daughter of Minos and Pasiphae. She was in love with Theseus and helped him in his quest to kill the Minotaur in return for a promise of marriage if he defeated the monster. She gave him a reel of thread so that he could find his way back through the labyrinth, which was famous for being unsolvable. But once the beast was slain, the gallant was quick to abandon her on an island. Turns out heroes are not what they once were.
All right, let's observe the crack.
Let's see.
Oh my god, game. All right. First, let's examine the crack.
Crack as long as my finger.
And then thrust the sword into the crack.
What's going to happen if I've got it wrong?
I don't know. I don't know. You just gave me options of something to do. Was that right? I have no idea. I just did what you wanted me to do, game. Yeah, I see some other people. How do we get to that center? Probably, okay, around that way. Let us kind of head this way. We'll try through there. Anything good for us? All right, we got all that. Some book.
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
That's right, and they do say that. All right. I don't know if you have any swords.
Icarus. The son of Daedalus and Nocrate. Impossible to mistake him with those wings. After flying too close to the sun, they came unstuck and he fell to his death. Pity.
All right. All right. Remember, the myth isn't costing us any points.
If I remember rightly, Icarus was the son of Daedalus. He found himself confined to the labyrinth with his father after his father betrayed Minos. And his father's plan to escape from the labyrinth wasn't any more successful. Man, that kid was jinxed.
All right, let's translate the plaque.
I am the innocent one, sacrificed for the sins of the Father.
Okay, there's something different, but we don't have any vigilance for it, so...
Well, let's keep going.
Yeah, we don't know what's up with that statue. All right, how about this guy?
Theseus, son of Aegeus. He's the one who slayed the Minotaur.
Yeah, should he have the sword? Oh, yeah, he's got a...
Wrongly positioned, I am the blind hero. I wasn't expecting an inscription like that. I seem to recall he took the decision to confront the Minotaur. He killed the beast, but if it weren't for Ariadne's help, he would have been trapped in that labyrinth forever. In short, yet another hero who wasn't the sharpest knife in the drawer. Okay, I'm probably being a bit harsh. I mean, we do owe him the foundations of Athens. In other words, the Republic. Render therefore unto Caesar what is Caesar's.
All right, let's notice the crack. Also, please don't ban me for naked statues Twitch.
Looks like a crack has been made on his torso. It's as long as a finger. I'd say between 6 and 8 centimeters.
Okay, so should the
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
So, should the sword go in there, then? Alright.
Minos. Son of Zeus and Europa.
Oh, wait.
If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete.
Married
to
got
Pasiphae,
a sword hole
he had many
too.
children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue.
Alright, what does the plaque say?
His gesture sealed his fate.
Alright, we can't remember the myth because we suck at politics.
The crack is in the region of the heart. It's a thin crack as long as a finger. A blade could easily enter.
Okay, so I'm thinking maybe he gets the sword. Oh no. Oh, is this the Minotaur?
Asterion. It is rare to see him like this. In general, he's represented with the head of a bull, with the features of the Minotaur.
The famous son of Minos and Pasiphae.
I am the cursed child.
Asterion was a son of Pasiphae and Minos, or rather the result of a curse put on Minos.
Minos was punished for betraying Poseidon. Of course, as strangely it often happens, it wasn't he who was punished, it was his wife. She had to mate with a bull, no less. From that union, Asterion was born, who everyone knows as the famous Minotaur. Rejected by Minos, he was shut up in the labyrinth so he could never leave. And, as if that wasn't bad enough, he died by the hand of a hero desperate to restore his reputation. Technically, Asterion is the victim of the story because he's described as a child cast out from birth. Born from an extramarital union because of the errors of his father, he was treated as an outcast all his life. And he died as innocently as he was born. A tragic story, as the Greeks knew how to do so well. This statue has a crack in it. The crack is thin and about as long as a finger. I should be able to thrust in my sword.
All right.
Let's go.
So is the idea that we need to figure out the correct statue to put the sword in? That is my guess. This, like a few of the other puzzles, isn't specifically said, but I guess kind of obvious. They got sword holes, and we got a sword. Now I just gotta find where the first statue was again. Let's see. Okay.
Ariadne.
Yeah, let's
Try something else.
take the sword out. We'll try it in the old Minotaur guy. See if that works. Oh no. I guess we gotta go this way. See if a secret door or something opens up.
A Styrion. This statue has a crack in it. Right. We'll soon see.
All right. I don't know if we're trying to see if something opens up in the center here.
I wonder what this kiosk is doing in the middle of the garden. Too cramped to be able to do much.
It's gotta
Well,
be
there
a
must be
secret
something going on
passage.
there.
All right.
What is that? It's like a sort of opening mechanism.
Don't say there's a crack. Don't say there's a crack, please. Oh, cost reduced by 3.
Knowing Mortimer, I bet it's booby-trapped.
Oh,
There's a
yeah.
little hole at the fingers. I'm pretty sure if I get it wrong, I'll get pricked.
Oh.
Damn you, Mortimer. Reminds me of traps I studied in Egyptian tombs.
Damn it, Mortimer. Okay, there's an inscription down here. The trick is to figure out which is the criteria for which statue is correct. Yeah, and I'm wondering now if, like, we have to have the sword in the right place, and that's the only way we don't get probably poisoned when pressing that thing. Let's see what this says. All right, let's read the message.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities.
It's up to the just to deliver judgment. Truth unlocks all possibilities. And we can't examine it. Damn it. If I knew vigilance was going to be such an important thing in this part. Anything around it? All right, well, if we die, it's not my fault. Whoops.
What's wrong? Either I'm imagining things or my hand was pricked. It had poison on it. My head. I feel hot. Pasiphae, daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe. She married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
He seems fine. We're getting over the poisoning with a little more looking at things. Let's see. What does the plaque say?
Deliverance alone suffices not to wash away my humiliation. I seem to recall that her fate was not something you'd want. She was punished for the sins of her husband. She had to mate with the sacred bull of Poseidon. 9 months later, she gave birth to Asterion, better known as the Minotaur. It's crazy to see to what extent women have always been mistreated.
Oh, you know...
When they're not harpies, gorgons, and other witches, they become victims.
It doesn't... Does she?
All right.
No,
Well, let's
it doesn't
continue
look
anyways.
like she has a sword thing. Because he did mention before about women in Greek mythology always being victims. It does
Pasiphae,
have
daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe.
the noticing
she
something.
married Minos and became the queen of
thing
Crete.
that we can't select. So I wonder if there's like a hidden sword hole to where she would be, because she was the one ultimately punished.
All right. Well, let's continue anyways.
Let's see, if I had to say who deserved to get stabbed by a sword, I'd say maybe Minos, since it was his mistake that created the Minotaur in the first place. Well, let's see. Oh wait, no, that's going back over to that guy. Hey, you don't happen to know things about stuff, Monsieur Peru, do you?
You again? God damn it, are you following me?
Wouldn't dream of it, sir.
What brings you here?
I'm looking for my really mean mother.
I'm still looking for my mother, of course.
You're right, monsieur. Keep looking. Good luck to you.
Let's see. All right, yeah, we can get rid of that. That's good. Oh, what is this?
Here's the famous Ariana's thread, thanks to which, if I remember rightly, Theseus avoided getting lost in the labyrinth.
Oh. All right, yeah. Well, apparently, we just kind of phase through here like a phase spider. Just teleport right through. Yeah, maybe we should check everything else. But yeah, I agree on the Minos thing. We'll probably try that.
Chinese coin.
Next. Maybe. I don't think we looked at that guy yet. Or did we?
Daedalus. He's the architect of the labyrinth, and if I'm not mistaken, he's also the father of Icarus. I am the architect of my own demise. Architect and genius inventor, he built the labyrinth for Minos to imprison the Minotaur. I seem to recall that he told Ariadne how to get out of the labyrinth by tying a thread to himself. So, Theseus managed to exit the labyrinth without trouble once the beast was dead. And when Minos found him, he threw him into his own labyrinth along with his son Icarus. Every action causes a reaction. Hey, there's a crack in this statue too. The
crack is thin and about as long as a finger.
All right. Well, let's get the sword from our Minotaur friend.
Asterion.
Yes, remove the sword. And let's see if we can. This Minos.
Theseus.
No, that's Theseus.
I wonder if Mother managed to solve this enigma.
Alrighty, let's see.
Ariadne.
No. That's Ariadne. Where is this jerk? That's Daedalus. Theseus. You're, whoever.
Pasiphae.
Pasiphae.
Daughter of Perseus and sister of Circe.
Yes, yes,
She
yes.
married Minos and became the queen of Crete.
All right, let's continue anyways.
Minos.
Okay, there he is. All right, let's.
The crack is in the region of the heart.
All right, let's see if we get poisoned again. There we go. All right. Good call, Dog Nozzle. It was Minos all along.
Ah!
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
Getting another vision.
Again?
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out!
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days.
I hope that's not Chris's
See if
blood.
you're in there, Mother.
All right. Search the crypt.
Amber.
All right. We got an amber. That's good. Yeah, let's get some jellies going.
Bandages? Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes.
Alright, let's inspect.
These bandages are pretty basic. She'll be lucky if she doesn't get an infection.
Oh, what a shame. What a shame.
Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
All right. Someone is there. Is it Mother or is it one of our other guests? Let's see. All right, we succeeded at eavesdropping on the conversation between Piaggi and Volner. We convinced Piaggi to reveal some important info. We succeeded in opening the entrance to the crypt, eventually. No big failures, and a couple alternate paths that we could have done. We could have found someone important in the crypt. Really? Like... Did I miss, like, a path or something that I didn't notice in that just hallway section? Huh. Unless it was like a timed thing, like you can only find someone important like if you get the puzzle either quickly or like on the first try. And we could have inspired Peru to trust us. Yeah, I did kind of fail at that. We were poisoned at the time anyways, so we were kind of locked out of some of those other options. Oh, didn't quite level up. Oh, okay. I guess that is the end of episode 2. All right, let's just blast that. So, and next is episode 3, and it looks like there's 5. Warning. All right, let's just launch right in.
The only thing I can tell you is that Sarah had indeed changed. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
You must leave me alone now. I have agreed to everything, even to...
But you do realize your mother will have to accept the consequences of her acts.
I hope that your search will prove successful and bring Sarah back to us soon.
I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know.
Since then, we have become one and the same. We have officially erased the identity of my sister Emma, Emily Hillsborough. The woman with two faces.
Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you are, please.
All right. Well, we haven't found the rest of those. So, and we only have 3 manuscripts left. So I guess we're going to do the memoir to the Academy des Inscriptions for linguistics. Sure. Parallel lives, conviction, and thoughts on art for erudition. All right, crypt entrance, January 22nd, 1793.
Louis? Louis, the conference is about to start any minute. This is not the time to be... Damn it. What's going on?
I don't know exactly, Mr. President. I was looking for my mother and I came upon this body.
My God. You don't think Sarah did it, do you?
Well, we don't have enough points to protect dear mother's reputation. Well, let's see. Considering that mother has tortured Elizabeth Adams and has shot the Duchess's twin sister, I'm gonna say yes.
Unfortunately, I'm afraid I...
How awful. What has your mother gotten herself into now?
If only I knew, Mr. President.
If no one saw you, I'd advise you not to get involved, Louis, so that no one will accuse you of the murder. Ah, darn, the conference is starting. Time is of the essence. Sort this out and join us as quickly as you can in the conference room. Everyone will be expecting you.
Mr. President, this is not really the right time, and I didn't come for that.
Your mother's seat cannot remain vacant. You must replace her while she's still missing. Your mother and I were to support Mortimer on this project. I don't know what the subject is, but the future of our countries depends on it. Given the importance of all this to Mortimer, he won't let the conference begin without you. So if you don't want more servants coming looking for you, I'd advise you to join us quickly and to put a brave face on it. The best favor you can do for yourself, Louis, and for Sarah, is to come and support Mortimer's project at the conference.
All right. I think we should take over. Yes, we must stop Mom before she kills again. Yes, she is the, who knew that this was actually a slasher game? By the, on the level of your Quarries or your Until Dawns, historical slasher. Yeah, let's, you can count on me. I think we should take over Mom's position. She needs to, she clearly needs to retire.
Don't worry. You can count on me, Mr. President. I shall help you with Mortimer's project as soon as I've finished up here.
Good, Louis. Sarah would be proud of you. I'll stall them while you're on your way, but make haste. I'm going. Don't be long.
Tell them that I'm on my way.
Okay, let's see what we have here.
Oh, he's dead. What the hell's been going on here?
All right, let's do a little search. Any goodies for us? All right, another occult key. Let's look under the mask. Let's unmask this person.
Let's see what secret's hidden under these masks. His face doesn't ring a bell. I'm a bit disappointed.
Aw.
Might have expected more from Lord Mortimer.
All right, let's examine the body.
Somebody smashed in the back of his head with something. He slowly bled to death. But that isn't what killed him. They broke his neck. Mother, if this is your doing, the situation is getting worse and worse.
All right, what do we got over here?
Someone's made a fire here, and the ashes are still warm. If you're the one who did it, Mother, it couldn't have been easy with only one hand.
All right, so we don't have enough logic for that.
An old blanket. From the looks of it, it couldn't have kept her very warm. Leftover food. Ugh, not exactly fresh. Must have been here for a while.
All right. All right, well, looks like we can continue on in the crypt or go to the conference. Damn it, game. But we can't let our new adopted father down. We promised George Washington that we would go to the meeting. And you know what, Mom? Mother, Sarah, yeah, I think you can go fuck yourself. Let's.
Well, the gate is locked.
Oh no!
Well, the gate is locked.
Oh no!
Well, the gate is locked.
How do we get out? How do we get out? I want to go to the meeting. Oh, or was that? Did we come from this way? All right, let's go to the meeting. It'd be funny if we missed the meeting by getting stuck in this stupid labyrinth again. Can we get in? Can we sneak in through one of these doors? No, does not look like it. Okay, all right. Is this a... There we go. All right, we can get in there. We are locked into attending the conference. Now... Oh, yes. Are you guarding the conference?
Monsieur de Richet, you're the only one missing at the conference. Please join the guests.
All right. I guess this way. All right, this is definitely a new room for us.
With respect to any other leading characters.
Totally wrong, I assure you.
I have suspected it.
That does seem easy.
That point.
My son, glad you're here. It seems Lord Mortimer's been waiting for you to arrive before beginning. What a pity your mother isn't here for the conference. I
Yes,
hope
what a
I'll
pity.
be able to see her before I leave. I still have a very important letter to give to her.
Feeling all right, Louis? You look like you're miles away.
Everything's fine. Don't worry.
Lord Mortimer wants to talk to you, Louis. Don't make him wait.
Indeed, I rather believe he did.
All right. Oh, we're all out of jelly.
I don't know if you ever found what you were looking for in the garden, but Mortimer is waiting for you. I suggest you get a move on.
You say it as if you were afraid of him.
Oh gosh. Does he have a thing with psychology anyways? Where are you? Oh, we don't know. We don't know.
I am astonished, my
I have already told her so once.
But let's see. Yeah, vulnerabilities. Ah, he is vulnerable to it. And was oh wait, 4. Okay, next skill is free. Okay, so let's do that.
I sense that you have things you'd like to say, but something's holding you back. What is going on between you two?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I believed in him. I followed him to the best of my ability. I championed his ideas, defended his decisions, and then, without even realizing it, I became lost. The siren's song, Monsieur de Richet. You wake up one morning, not knowing where you are, and you think about everything you've done for a man who wasn't even worth it. For a man who has no respect for you, who uses you, and who drops you as soon as he no longer needs you. For me, it's too late now. But you still have a choice. Don't respond to his call, sir.
All right. Well,
I have suspected it for some time, but now
I guess he's lucky that Mortimer didn't hear him yelling.
Are you quite sure?
Carmelite water. They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Alrighty. I feel like the meeting is probably going to take a while, so I might actually just end the stream there. I did see we have the little autosave thing pop up after talking to Peru over there. So to keep everybody in suspense, but we did get through an entire episode today. And got a little start to episode 3 here. So that's good. All right. Yeah, I think yeah, that is where we'll probably end tonight. So our next 2 days of streams, we'll be going back to A Song of Horror. I do have planned, if we happen to finish, to start the indie horror game Mothered, to kind of keep up the theme of mothers that we have inadvertently going on, thanks to the council. But I have no idea if we'll actually finish Song of Horror. I feel like we gotta be getting close to finishing up that Abbey chapter, maybe? But I have no idea how long the last episode is gonna be, and I've actually been kind of surprised at how in-depth and big the Abbey episode has been. So who knows? If we don't finish it up this week, we'll start Mothered next week, and that one is supposed to be a shorter one, like 4 or 5 hours, I think. So it I might stick with a couple of shorter horror games for a little bit in that slot, since we've done Song of Horror is pretty long. This one I thought was going to be pretty long, but we're kind of moving right along. So yeah, not bad there. But I am interested in Mothered. It seems pretty neat, weird and creepy looking. So that should be an interesting one once we get to it. But Song of Horror first. Let's see. Cool. See you next time. Definitely. See you next time. Dog Nozzle, thanks for hanging out. Thanks to everybody else who hung out and gave me some follows, some more follows this evening. Very, very kind of everybody. And yeah, we're one follow away from me finally getting to affiliate. That is pretty exciting. Hopefully we get that pretty soon. I'm pretty stoked about that. But yes, aside from that, thanks everybody for hanging out and watching this nonsense, and we'll see everybody next time. And I should hit that. I gotta keep remembering to do the raid thing. So let me do that now. Who do we have on? Wait. Do that. Yeah, let me look here. Yeah, don't you autoplay? That's I don't know if that came across. Oh, let's see. All right. Let us check out. I've watched a little bit of Splatoon 3. It seems like fun. Let me hit that. And all right, there we go. All right. Yep. Anyways, thanks everybody for hanging out. Yeah, good job remembering to raid. Yay, we remembered. All right, and until next time, 10 p.m. Eastern rolls around. We'll see you later. Everybody have a good night, and yeah, we'll see you then.